Welcome to the Chat Circus podcast, a podcast for lost individuals. If you're lusting for debauchery, we're your clowns. Nano and Junior is not with us today.
Shout out to the babysitter.
And this is the Chat Circus. Let me let that ride out. I'm coming back at you with a good friend of mine, SWAGGA. SWAGGA, welcome back.
Yeah, what's up? I'm back, baby. I'm back. What's up?
What's going on? All right, let me just cut that off. All right. It's mad loud, right? The background noise.
Yeah,
I hear the fan and shit.
That's what I thought was doing at first. That's why I waited.
Welcome to the show, sir. Did you hear the last episode we did together?
Yes, I did.
What was your opinion on that? How does it feel to do a podcast for the first time?
It's excellent. It's actually really fun. Yeah, I appreciate you inviting me again, brother. Appreciate that.
Thank you for coming. Yeah, I mean, I put that episode out. I got some reviews, but that's like as far as the reviews that I received, it was just technical. Like, oh, he's got to speak louder. The person who could tell, they could tell, like, oh, whatever. But I said, yo, this is his first time. You can't expect, like, even me, I fuck up.
Yeah, you know, this is something new to me, and as long as you guys got the story, and you know this the information that I wanted you to have, that's the most important thing. But I'm gonna improve on my my talking and on the mic skills and all that.
That is a fact. I said on the last episode that we did, you dropped some gems there. I don't know if you caught on to what you were saying. You did speak on some things that I was like, oh, okay. That's what I like, where you can be entertained and still pick up some gems. All right, so let's get back into the bullshit. Last time we were talking about Sasua.
Mm-hmm.
Now, like you and me, we talk all the time.
Yeah.
I don't really record our conversations, obviously, but one thing that you touched on that I was like, this is something good because this is a different perspective. You said that the internet is making these hoes lazy.
Definitely.
Okay. And also you saying that a lot of these YouTubers contribute to that.
No need to cut you off.
No, go ahead.
It's not just the YouTubers. There's a lot of regular traveling people that.
They're traveling because they're the ones that see this shit on TikTok and YouTube. They see the hashtags. Go ahead, you can answer it. Go ahead.
This is why I was saying what I was saying about listen up, like we give you guys information, go down there and meet people, get to know network, man, because you go down there blind and you go and you get got. You're gonna spend more than it's gonna really cost you. You're gonna treat them like I love women. I like to treat them with respect. But we also gotta understand in this job. I mean, this stuff that we do over there. Their job is to make us feel good, but they trick people into making them feel too good, and like they really like them. They don't like you. They don't. If it's their choice, they wouldn't fuck you. So just go down there, enjoy yourself, get much information before you go. While you're there. But the basics, this is what me and Nano, we cover the basics. So guys, just pay attention. And, when you're ready, go experience it. Don't let them fool you. That's all I got to say. Don't let them fool you because they will. And they're good.
Back in, I think, the late 2020, early 2021, I was fucking with this chick. And then we had broke it off. And then I started fucking with another chick. And then we stopped talking. Shortly, you know what's crazy? She recently told me that I got her pregnant.
Wow.
She said, yo, I be bugging. I be wilding the fuck out.
Yeah,
she said I got her pregnant and she was trying to reach out to me, but I kept ignoring her messages. This was 2021. Mm-hmm. I was ignoring her phone calls or her messages. I blocked her on social media. And she was just like trying to call me and contact me, and I wasn't paying attention. And then years later, we get back in contact and we link up, whatever. I smash, and then she's like, "Yo, why wasn't you answering, my phone call and everything?" And I was like, "Yo, you was fucking annoying. Like you pissed me off. I didn't want to talk to you." And she goes, "Do you know why I was hitting you up? And I was like, no. And she was like, because you got me pregnant. I said, oh, shit. So she was trying to tell me that I had gotten her pregnant.
Oh, what are we in 1960? Like, she couldn't text you?
She was trying.
You blocked her?
I blocked her phone number, and then she would hit me up from other, like, phone numbers. Mm-hmm. So she was trying, but I wasn't giving her that attention. I just kept blocking every number that hit me up. She made, like, I think 2 fake Instagrams to message me on Instagram message. Mm-hmm. And then I blocked those. And then all of a sudden, after like a good 2 weeks, it stopped. Mm. And then I just kept living my life. So fast forward, this was last year, 2023. We link up during the summertime. I hit it. And then you know how you pillow talk sometimes in bed. She tells me, oh, do you know why I was hitting you up? And I'm like, I don't know, but that shit was annoying. And she goes, I'm pretty sure, but I was trying to fucking tell you that you got me pregnant. And I was like, oh, shit.
So, hold on. She comes back to you, let you fuck, and then tell you this shit?
Well, I guess at that time, I had asked her, so why didn't you tell me? And she goes, I was fucking trying. I kept calling you and messaging you, and you was just blocking. So she went and had an abortion, and then I guess she lived her life, and then a year later, we link up. Anyway.
You dodged the bullet, buddy.
Yeah.
Dodged the bullet.
She asked me, oh, what would you have done if I came up to your door with a baby? I said, not a fucking thing. I mean, if you take me to court, you take me to court, but that's it. I'm not. You decided to have the kid, not me, bro. Like, I'm done. I'm checked out. When it comes to the kids, I'm checked out, bro.
Yeah, I think in a situation like that, for me, the first thing I would have done is got a DNA test.
Oh, that's a fact. That's a fact. Of course, that's a fact.
You know, like,
but my genes are mad strong, so if she pulled up with a baby that looks like me, I would be like, damn,
I don't even
son.
care. I still want a DNA test.
That's a fact. Anyway, I bring that up to say this. Shortly after I stopped fucking with her, I started going, like you, I started going to Sosua. Mm-hmm. I meet Flip from Flip Flop Sports Bar. He puts me in his group, Paradise Life. And then somebody in the group posts, yo, I'm creating a group, a co-ed group with the chicas from DR. Mm-hmm. We don't got to say the name. And then shortly after I was in that group, I put you in the group. Well, I get the guy to put you in the group. Yeah. And the purpose of that group was, when you go out there, you say, hey, I'm in the country, I'm in this part of the country, and then whoever's in that area, they respond to you separately, and you link up. Mm-hmm. That group eventually evolved into what we know, what it is now, but...
I think you should talk on the group.
Yeah, I'm getting into it, because when we started, I was talking about how these bitches are lazy, and this is an avenue that I think contributes to some of their laziness. So... the group now, it's a group of guys from all over the U.S. Maybe there's some guys from Canada and other parts of the world. I don't know, but I know a majority of the guys in the group are from the States. And the same thing with the females. Some of them are in the North Coast, the East Coast, and the Southern Coast, and even in the middle of the island. They're from all over. Facts. And what we do is the admin. There's a few admins. They collect a couple dollars via Cash App, Zelle, whatever. And we'll do online digital contests. They'll do, I don't know, wet t-shirt contests, dick sucking contests. They'll do playing with a dildo. Whatever you could think of sexually, they'll do it.
Yeah, it's just, to keep the girls entertained and, keep us entertained, actually.
It adds excitement to the group. Mm-hmm. Instead of it being dead, where it's like, okay, I'm here now. I'm in the country now. Who's here? Who wants to link up? It brings excitement to the group, and it gives the girls an incentive to show their bodies, and that kind of activity. It keeps the group active. So when you said that the internet made these bitches lazy, I thought of that. Like, a lot of these girls, they don't even want to participate in these contests anymore because they want a bigger pot of money, and it's like, yo, if you get in $50 to $100, maybe more, because sometimes I don't know how much they be getting from these contests, but sometimes the guys, they'll throw in a big pot, and it's like you have an opportunity to make, let's say, $100 to $200 just by showing your titties and your ass and whatever else. Mm-hmm. You're not fucking. How many guys they gotta go to Sosua and fuck for that same amount? Where
girls, yeah. See, I'm a little conflicted on this, right? Because part of me is saying, yeah, it's fun, I'm at home, I'm working, I'm doing overtime or whatever it is.
Yeah.
I'm just bored at home. Fucking, I want to see some Dominican bitches or whatever. We got Colombians in the group also, and Venezuelans. But then the other part of me is like, we're paying these bitches to do the least amount of, and they got a problem with it. Not all of them, but the culture out there, to me, in my opinion,
It's entitlement.
It's entitlement. They think they deserve everything. They think they think we're rich.
Oh, I'm glad you said that. I'm glad you said that. Somebody in that group actually said something, and it
Was that today?
No, they said this I think like a couple weeks ago, and it changed my perspective a little bit. They think about us in the U.S. the way we think about people from Dubai.
I don't think about people from Dubai, and I don't.
People assume.
Yeah, but I don't sit there with people from Dubai. Even if I assume that they're rich, like they owe me something. That's the difference. Like it's like you owe me. You have it. You're supposed to give it to me. What's the problem? Like, well, we're doing a contest. This is, shout out to, I'm gonna say his name because I don't think he gives a fuck. Shout out to Andre. This was one of the best groups I ever was a part of because not only did he give these women opportunities to make money constantly, he also gave us opportunities to, band together as brothers, like I said, and travel the world together. It's not just Sasua we go with, I've been invited to other places, Colombia, Brazil, Thailand, which I'll be going to next year.
Loco was talking to me about Thailand, not yesterday, the day before. I got to message him because he sent me something today. Yo, he has mad. Yo, shout out to Loco. He had mad information. I was like, holy shit.
And he's not stingy with it,
He blesses you with the info. He was sending me mad shit. I was getting excited just looking at this shit.
I hung out with Loco a few times, but recently I hung out with Loco, man. He's a good guy. Shout out to Loco. He's a good guy. He's the life of a party. He brings liquor. He brings bitches. He brings money. He brings everything. He's funny.
Yeah. Good
dude, man. But
shout out
one day we're gonna get his ass on the podcast. Take this shit with us over there and do a podcast.
Yeah.
These females in this group in particular, but I feel like the whole country,
it's a lot of them.
They feel entitled. And I'm talking about the Dominican Republic. Because when I go to Colombia, I don't get that.
They willing to work for it.
They're willing to work for it. You give them a fair offer, it's like, okay, that's fair. That's fine. Or, you'll ask them, okay. You can ask a Dominican girl how much she wants, and she'll tell you, whatever you want to give me. That's one answer.
Yeah.
Or she'll tell you some wild, dumb off the wall shit. $150. Okay, fine, $150. Then, oh no, tip plus taxi plus. It's like, listen, come on, man. This is a business. This is a business transaction. You want the money? Here's your money. I don't want to pay for your taxi. I don't want to tip you. This is not a restaurant. like what the fuck is going on here?
Mm-hmm.
Now, I have tipped before because I have women that I've dealt with on numerous occasions do things that, was extra.
Right.
Anal, fucking whatever, swallowing, whatever the fuck, you know what I'm saying? Cook for me, so yes, I gave tips then. Oh, there's some girls I just fuck with, they don't bother me when I'm in the States. They send me pictures. They do all types of shit for me when I'm in the States and they've asked me for a dime. So yeah, when I come there, I throw them a little tip. $10, $20, that's nothing.
You know what I fucking hate when I'm out here? You ever get a random phone call on WhatsApp from them?
I haven't had that in about a year, but yeah.
I fucking hate that shit. Like, why are you calling me? And then something that you say all the time. Can I come up to you and ask for free pussy? So why are you asking me for free money?
Exactly. And I tell motherfuckers that all the time. I'm like, listen, I you know what? Now that you said that, I thought about it. It just came to my mind.
Go ahead.
Beautiful girl, right? I had her last in, what are we in, August? Oh, July, sorry. I had her in June. I wanted this girl since last October. Big lips, brown skin, slim body, fat ass, everything you know us. Everything,
yeah.
Bro.
Yeah.
She got it. Personality was fire. Everything. Got videos of her and everything. Right? So she hits me up. Hey, like, what's up? Oh, my birthday's coming up next week.
Oh my God.
I said, oh, really? Happy birthday. That's great, She's like, oh, you think you could, you could send me some money on my birthday? I said, absolutely not. Like, I said, you know, I said, listen, I like you. You cool, you know, but we haven't developed a friendship or relationship like that for me to just send you money out the blue. And I don't think we ever will. But if you really trying to really be serious about it and start it off, you need to initiate first. You need to do something that I find, you know, important to me. Like, yo, I'm near. You know I'm in DR. Come over. Suck my dick. Fucking cook. Give me some free pussy. Don't worry about it. Or charge me half of what you normally charge. Something. Do something. Take initiative. So when I'm not there and you need like, yo, send me a little something, I could think about that. But what they want is they want you to send them and then she want to promise me pussy when I get out there. Never. No.
Yeah, I've had a few hit me up. Oh, can you send me money now? And next time you out here, you don't have to pay me.
So you want to laugh real quick? All right, so I'm glad we brought this up. Now I'm going in my archive in my brain, right?
Good. Talk
so
about
I had
it.
this nice. I ain't gonna, you know, I like all different types of bitches, different colors, different sizes. So January when I went to Colombia, I finally fucked this Colombian bitch. Well, she's Venezuelan that I wanted. She's a BBW, but she's fucking gorgeous. In pictures, you be like, yeah, she's a BBW. In person, the bitch is built like a supermodel, bro. Like crazy. I don't know if the bitch had triple E titties, whatever, but they were fucking perky, big. She had a tan out of this world. She was the color of like Hennessy white. So anyway, I fucked her and whatever. So maybe like a month after I left, right? She's talking to me. She said, hey, I want to know your opinion on something and if you're willing to do this. I said, all right, what's up? She said, well, you know, me and you talk a lot. I'm like, yeah, okay. And she's like, you know, whenever you come out here, you know, we can hang out. You can fuck me for free. I was like, oh, okay.
She wants a sponsor.
What's the catch? She's like, just send me some money every month. Whenever you come out here, you can have it for free as much as you want. So that sounds amazing. That sounds great. Bullshit. I said, no. I said, how much you want? I wanted $200 a month.
That's...
It's not bad if you got it.
It's not a lot if you have.
It's
$200 a month. That's nothing. But
I think the point that me and you both are trying to say it is in our brains is that it's not worth $200 for what. And if she flakes out on you, you're gonna be broke.
How often am I going out there for me to send you this? Okay, you know this chick, Mari. Okay, Mari. I met her and it's crazy how me and her, because I think I went on Tinder. This is 2021, 2021. I went on Tinder. I matched with her. And then I looked through her pictures and it has her Instagram name on one of her pictures. Like she screenshotted that. So I looked for her on Instagram and I request to follow her, but she never approved it. Then this is before I ever met her. Then I go to Sosua. I'm in the street walking. I'm going from Bailey to my hotel in New Garden, which is not that, it's a short walk. And I get stopped by a female and I'm like, oh shit, she look good. She starts talking to me, but I just ate. I just want to go chill, lay down and let my food settle before I even engage in any kind of activity. So she's like, oh, you know, take this for, you know, I'll hang out with you. We do whatever for 2,000 pesos, 2,500. I said, let me get your number because you know, and then I finished telling her, yo, I'm tired right now. And then I get her number and then I'm looking at her. I said, hold up, is this your Instagram? She goes, oh yeah, that's me. I said, yo, I've been waiting for you to approve my shit for like a month. She approves the follow. Then I end up smashing her on that trip like 3 times. And all those 3 times she was taking 2,000 to 2,500. And then I think the last time I gave her 3,000.
Not bad.
And then I think an extra 1,000 pesos as a tip. It was like whatever, because she was doing a lot. This is when she was cheap. She proposes that same idea. She's like, you want me to be your girlfriend? I'm like, what do you mean? She goes, send me money a month, and then when you're out here, I hang out with you, I take you around, I cook and feed you, whatever, and we fuck, whatever. I said, okay, how much? Well, I didn't say okay. I said, how much? Yeah. And then she's like, 500 a month. 500
pesos?
$500. I said, that right there, dead the count. I didn't talk to her anymore.
$500 a month.
And then...
Is she serious?
They have to be. I believe they have to be serious because some fucking idiot is out there doing these types of things. And then...
I mean...
She gets the surgery. She got a BB... And like, I had her before the BBL. And I think she looked way better before it. Now, she's still attractive, but you could tell her ass is fake now.
Yeah, I don't... Because she's really short. And it's big. I'm not gonna lie. She got a big ass, man.
Yeah.
But it's like a little too big for her. It still looks good, but it's a little too big.
I give her props because she has that little store that she has. I remember her, she didn't have that store. And she was selling like, phone accessories out of the trunk of her car or whatever she was selling it. And that's one of the smartest hoes I've seen out there, that she has a shop now. And I don't know if it's 2 shops or she converted 1 shop into 2. where she does like the nail salon shit or the hair salon, whatever. And then the other part of the store, she sells electronics. Like it's not it's accessories for the phone, chargers, cases, and shit like that.
Yeah, I mean,
So she's got a hustle, and I respect it. But that whole proposal that she did, pay me $500 a month, bitch.
Yeah, she's out of line with that. But I think ultimately that's what she likes to do as far as the accessory stores. But you know, some of these girls, some of these girls, when they out there and they make that money, I was just talking to my dad the other day, right, about this shit. Some of these girls, you know, like for example, they come here and they act like they wanted the American dream, right? They just need an opportunity. They need the opportunity. They need the opportunity. Give me a job. Give me this. But when they really come here and they see what's going on, how hard it is,
you gotta work. You gotta bust
money.
your fucking ass.
It's like, yo, I'm better off back in DR, Colombia, on my back. Well, I would say DR is better than Colombia for the women, honestly, because you know they get more frequent Americans there than I think Colombia do.
Yeah. And
you know, if you're an average looking Dominican chick, you can still make money in DR. If you're an average looking Colombian, you'll make some money, but them models out there are taking the cake, man. But yeah, so. Like, I feel like these girls, you know, they're pretty much used to the lifestyle. Even though she has a store, she's successful, she's still back on that corner because it's money that she knows she can make faster and more of.
Yeah.
You know, let's keep it real. Like, DR is expensive, but it's not really expensive to them. For them, it's expensive for us. So her even making $60 an hour is more than me and you making our here.
Yeah.
Think about it.
Yeah. No, yeah, absolutely.
And this is what they don't understand.
All she needs is maybe a good 2 customers a day, and she's good for a few days.
The problem is that she doesn't know how to hold her money. A lot of them don't know how to save and hold their money.
One thing you said before, they are penny smart, dollar stupid. You know what I'm talking about?
Of course.
How they you try to haggle with them, and they'll stop. They won't take the money that you offering because they want what they want, that price,
and they'll go home broke.
Yeah, go ahead.
For example, guys, so you know, I'm gonna use my dad. So, you know, this was his first time there, so I was kind of doing a negotiation for him. You know, my Spanish is not great. You know, I'll give myself 40%, but you know, it's not even about the Spanish. It's more about the experience, right? So it's a girl that. We at the casino, right? You know the casino we go to. What's it called?
Playa Chiquita.
Playa Chiquita. So we at the casino, and I see a girl that wanted to fuck me maybe like 3 trips ago.
Okay.
Right? So about 1.5 years ago. Right? So she's looking at me. She's looking at my dad. I'm like, listen, let me just throw her on my dad because he'll do it. Okay. You know, nice girl. Skinny Haitian girl. But when I tell you she has one of the fattest pussies I've ever seen in my life, amazing. Fucking amazing, bro.
Really? She got an Instagram?
I don't have her on Instagram.
Oh, okay.
Fucking one of the most fattest pussies I've ever seen in my life. So anyways, she's telling him $120.
For how long?
This is the end of the night at Playa Chiquita. This is 3 a.m.
She crashing out, like the young people say.
So I said, what are you doing? I said, what are you doing? I'm trying to help you out. I said, you asking for 120. Nobody asked you to spend the night. We don't want you to spend the night, but I'll spend the night. He don't want you to spend the night. And even if he did, he's offering you a bed with AC, possibly drinks and food in the morning, whatever.
Right.
But you want to charge him all this money? I said, listen, do this. I said, take 70. Take 70 and just leave in the morning or just leave afterwards. Just take the 70.
Yeah.
That's it's good. It's good money. You're not making 120 here tonight. She refused. She thought about it. She contemplated.
What was the counter? My bad. What was the counter?
My counter was 70. She wanted 120.
So what's 70?
She was trying to. Okay, I'm sorry. In pesos, so that's about what 246. That's about 3,500.
3,500. Okay.
So we told her we give you 4,000.
Right.
I said, listen, here's 4,000. You can let him hit it. It's 3:30 in the morning. It's an old man. He's gonna come in 5-10 minutes. Then you could go home.
Right.
No, she wants 120. Then she dropped it to 100. So I said, all right, take 70. Like, it's only $30, yo.
Yeah.
Like, you're going to go home without money. She refused, but she didn't want to negotiate with me, even though I was negotiating for him. She wanted to negotiate with him because she knew he was fresh from YouTube, fresh from these apps, fresh from watching these YouTubers put up videos and saying how cheap it is. And when they're lying.
He was a greenhorn.
Yeah. So she refused. We left.
So she lost. She lost that sale.
Like you said. They'd rather take nothing than something, and that's their mindset. They're upset at you for not paying them more. But I don't know anybody, me personally, that can make $70 in less than an hour.
Yeah.
while being pleasured.
Yeah.
Come on. You gotta be kidding me. But this is the thing that you run into, and this is what me and Nano is trying to save you guys from. And you can recognize it when you start to listen to us more. You start recognizing things, and you have to build your mind and your body, your dick, your brain to recognize these things and ignore them, because there's 10 other girls that'll take that money. There's 20 other girls after that that'll take less. You just have to settle in for the night and say, all right, I can't have that particular girl. But if you're there long enough, she might drop her price.
Oh yeah, I remember when $100 was too much. Like, yo, what are you asking $100 for? Back then it was just like $50, 2,000 pesos, 2,500 pesos. They were telling me, yo, 2,000, 2,500 for like an hour, 3,500, 4,000 for like the whole night.
You gotta go back a little further, brother. Like when I first took you out there, 800 pesos was getting a fucking.
I'm just talking about my experience when I first started going to Sosua.
Okay, Sosua.
Yeah.
The trap, because Sosua, we basically made Sosua famous, okay? Because nobody was really going to Sosua. People were going to Santo Domingo. The only people that was going to Sosua was the older generation, and then a few young dudes started going. This is before you went.
Yeah.
So, and they were getting them over. They were giving them $20, 1,000 pesos, 800 pesos in Sosua, less than that, and that's for the whole day.
Fucking Sosua, bro. I love that shit.
No, I'm always gonna love Sosua. We gotta get a tattoo. What do you think about that? We gotta get
of what?
I don't know. We gotta figure it out.
I'm with it, but what would it like? What would it be?
It can't be Sosua. I know that. We're gonna figure it out.
A while ago, what I had wanted to do was get tattoos of the stamps of the places where I've been.
Nah, you could do that. I'm thinking for us though, for that type of trip, something to do with a passport, travel, something, besides the stamp.
It was just an idea. It was just an idea, but you always have we have these conversations on the phone all the time, and I was like, yo, since we're gonna record a quick episode tonight, that would be something I would have brought up, because the internet has fucked up a lot of shit. Like, we're part of that group. We do contribute to the bullshit though.
And let me cut you off. I don't think the internet fucked it up. I think the people fucked it
up. The wrong people have access to the internet, and the wrong people are taking these trips. It's out of control. But like I said, guys, if you got some money, get your money up and go places like Thailand, like the Philippines. If you wanna fucking sit around and have a girlfriend experience, you go to Thailand, you go to the Philippines. You don't. The further away from the country you
because they already destroyed DR. When I used to go to DR, you would get girlfriend experiences for no money. You know what I'm saying? When I say girlfriend experiences, if you a dude that like to kiss bitches and all that, you can do all that. But just to have somebody stay with you for the day, you go on a date, you chill with them, you go out to the beach, you eat, drink, fuck all day, all night. That was the experience you used to get in DR. You can still get it, but it's gonna cost you more now. You go to Thailand, you go to these places, even Colombia, it's still not as bad as DR. DR is destroyed by the YouTubing community, by the TikTokers, by just the motherfuckers talking Instagram. Like, I can't even talk about DR in front of my, my significant other, because it's like, you going there for the Dominican bitches, right?
What are you going out there for?
And I'm like, no, baby, I'm going out there for a vacation. Like, damn, pussy is everywhere. I can go up the block. I can go to Vegas. I can go to California. I can go anywhere. I'm going to have access to prostitutes.
Yo, people who don't even travel know about it. I remember in 22, we went to Puerto Rico to scatter my mother's ashes, and we're in this, we're in the water, in the beach somewhere. I forgot where the fuck we were. And it's a group of us. I wasn't involved in the conversation, but it's my brother and his friends talking about Sosua. And there goes my mother's, I guess he was her boyfriend at the time before she passed. And he's mad loud. He's like, oh yeah, what the hell you going to Sosua for? Blah, blah, whatever. I got mad tight because around that time I was trying to get my cousin Junior to go. And at that time he was still with his ex. And then she got fucking pissed because she knows I was trying to get Junior to go out there. So when that conversation came up and she heard, I looked at Junior And then he was just getting cursed out by his girl. Like they had went off to the side. I was tight. I was real fucking tight. He's like, yo, why are you talking about a place you've never been, bro?
Because he don't want you to go. There's a lot of men out there that's haters too.
Oh,
they
yeah.
don't want you to enjoy it. Listen, man. For one, I'm gonna bring up our friend that we have in common, Mr. Wyatt.
Yo, you fucking stupid.
For years, I don't give a fuck. He deserves this. For years, he told me, "Oh, y'all niggas ain't shit. Y'all just paying for pussy. It's mad bitches here. Y'all niggas don't get no pussy." Meanwhile, I was getting more pussy than him in my sleep than he was ever getting in fucking
in
real
my
life.
sleep.
And I'm talking about pussy I didn't pay for. Like, I get pussy. Like, it's no problem. But anyway, fast forward, I'm going to say at least,
20-something years.
20 years later. Yo, I'm going to DR. Yo, help me out. Where do I go? Who do I talk to? Yo, give me ideas. Yo, okay, don't do this, don't do that. Go here, boom. Call me the whole trip. Yo, where can I go? Use me for all my information, right? But I'm still, as a brother, I'm still going to give you information. Because anybody, I don't want you out there not having the best information. He's out there paying a bitch I fucked. Last trip, she got him. He's paying all this type of money. He's staying at a horrible hotel, Envy.
Okay.
And then he calls me when he gets back and he says, "I want to apologize for all the things that I've said to you about paying for this, paying for that." He comes out and tells me he's been paying for pussy before he went to DR off of Backpage, off of fucking all types of shit, whatever those websites are.
But in public, he's talking down on this very same shit that he was doing in private.
Once he got married, once he had kids,
that's when
he was already there. He wasn't there.
Yeah.
Then he started to realize, and once he started to make more money, then he started to realize, like, oh shit, he was fucking bitches on the regular.
Yeah.
Out here.
Right.
So when he went to Sasua, it completely opened his eyes up to the word that we've been trying to tell him for the last 20 years, bro. Just get your passport, let's go. Get your passport, let's go. But, now he was a one and done. Like a lot of these guys out here. They'll go, their bitch get mad, they'll never go again, So, shout out to Mr. Wyatt, At least he apologized and he got to experience it as a man instead of totally talking down to it and never experiencing it. Shout out to Mr. Wyatt.
I think about those years that we was working together. He wasn't the only one talking shit. Somebody else, Terrence.
Oh, my man Terrence went out there crazy.
He went out there, but years later, not in that time. Years later.
Yeah, but he wasn't really going hard with talking down to it. I could chop his shit up as he didn't understand it. You know what I'm saying? Because he was younger than us too. But you gotta understand, Terrence comes from a neighborhood where they don't leave the block. You know what I'm saying? Just for him having a job he has and where he's at right now, there's no disrespect. He's not lucky, but it's just he elevated himself out of a situation where it could have been worse. So him not having that, experience, I can excuse him for the shit he said.
He didn't know better.
Yeah, he still hides it. He goes on his trips. So if you don't go and you don't see the certain places he went to, you wouldn't know where he's at, because you don't go.
But a lot of motherfuckers, I don't pay for pussy. You pay for pussy. Bro. We all pay. Let me tell you something. The most expensive pussy is free pussy, bro. Isn't it?
That at-home pussy? Oh, yeah.
It's that.
You know why is it so expensive? Because not only are you giving up your money, you're giving up your time. You can make money back, but you can't get time back.
You're giving your money, your time, your emotion, your energy, your stress, your mind, your peace of mind. You give up a lot of that shit.
This guy, guys, you just got to find somebody. If you got a girlfriend, man, just honestly do right by her. Don't go to Sasua. And if you really do have to go to Sasua, you get your pass from 1 year. One time a year, go to Sasua. Go to these countries that you want, but do it for once a year. And I think it's worth it that way more because you'll have more money saved up when you go out there, and you'll have a better understanding on what you want to do the next time you go, because now you have all this time to think about shit and do research and listen to us. And you can we want you guys to chime in, leave comments, ask questions, and we'll bring up topics of that, because in our experience of those things. But yeah, if you can get you a hall pass for 1 year, once a year, then do that. I think that's the best for people that's in relationship, that you really care about. I care about my relationship. I get a little hall pass. I'm not gonna lie. 3 times a year is my hall pass.
3 times a year? That's a hell of a pass.
Shit, I went for 4. The bitch wasn't budging. She wanted 2, so we met in the middle. That's okay. 3. And that, but she loves to travel too. So I try to do both. Like when she's going, I'm going. So fuck it.
When you in a relationship, you gotta take your girl somewhere before. Like I used to work with my brother, and we have a friend in common that I met him when I was a CO on Rikers. Then he left Rikers and he went back to New York State Corrections, and then he ended up working with my brother and me. This guy, he's married, and before I left the job, I was setting up a Colombia trip that they just recently went on. When the fuck was it? They went on not too long ago. I don't remember the date, but they went on this trip that I planned it, and I never even fucking went. But so he comes back from this trip and he's amped up, and he's talking about going on another trip with my brother. Mm-hmm. So they planned somewhere. Then he tells my brother, yo, the trip is fucked up, bro. My wife is coming.
What?
And my brother's like, yo, my brother was tight. He was tight. And my brother's telling me about it, and then my friend is telling me about it. I didn't really say much to my friend because he's one of those guys.
It's a joke, right?
No, it's not a joke.
Because the wife really went?
They didn't go yet. It's fated later this year.
Fuck that. I'll be canceled.
So I told my friend, oh, okay, yeah, that's cool. You could do, things, family-oriented things, whatever. Then I tell my brother, yo, this guy's fucking retarded. What you supposed to do when you're in a relationship or married or whatever.
Hold on. What you were supposed to do was tell him the truth right then and there.
I'm not one of those people, bro. I'm not one of those people. At the end of the day,
you can have an audience and tell them what they should do and shouldn't do, and don't tell this motherfucker that's your friend.
He is, because he's very hard-headed. He's stubborn. I'll tell him something, and he goes, yeah, okay, whatever. So when you do that to me, it gets to a point where it's like, I'm not even going to try, bro. You know better, so you do you.
I would have told him just because he's hard-headed and stubborn. You know what? You stupid.
Maybe
whatever.
I should, because he's the type, he'll tell you how he feels in the heartbeat. But I'm not like that.
This is a friend?
This is a friend.
Not family?
He's not a family, no.
Have you ever seen this girl?
Oh, she's beautiful.
She's beautiful?
He's got a listen. He's one of the very few people that I know who did life right. He served in the military when he was younger. He got out. He became a law enforcement officer. He got himself a house. Sold this house, got another house with this girl. He married the girl first. They got a house together, and then they had a baby. They did life right, and I commend them. That's very beautiful. That's dope. But where he's stupid at is now you want to go on these trips, like your friend Wyatt. Now that you married and you locked down, now you want to go experience these experiences when you should have done that shit when you were single. And he pulled off a junior. He was in one relationship, got out, and immediately jumped into another relationship. I can't stand when people do that shit. Especially men. I cannot fucking stand that shit. You got to give yourself time to breathe. But he does that. He marries the chick, and he did it right. Mm-hmm. But now he wants to go on these trips, and it's like, yo, bro, you're fucking married with a career and a house. God forbid this lady gets mad and she wants to divorce you. Now you're fucked. You're going to have to pay child support, alimony. You're going to pay for a house that you're not even going to live in. You should have done these trips a long time ago, my brother. But anyway, that's neither here nor there. So I tell my brother, what this guy needs to do is, if he wants to do his shit on the side, he's got to take her on a trip once or twice a year and then slide off on his own little trip so she don't insert herself on his trip. So now he fucked up the trip with my brother.
Well, like I said, your brother still has time to back out. Like, that shit is crazy. And, back out, bro. That's it.
He listens, so he'll hear this.
Or just go and don't fucking go. I want to be around him. Well, listen, I feel like a third wheel. You guys do your thing. Or we go out to dinner. I meet you guys over here.
Yeah. No,
anytime, sometimes you gotta help your boy out. Sometimes you gotta help your boy out. So on future trips, she can be like, oh, okay, yeah, you guys are going there? Yeah, boom.
If he wants to go on these dog trips, do his dog shit, he's got to take his woman out on a couple trips. That way she's satisfied. And then slide off for a quick weekend. Babe, look, I'm going on a fishing trip with the guys. I'll see you. And then when I come back, we'll go do our own thing. That's how you got to do it. You got to juggle. You got to be able to juggle and what is it, multitask?
Yeah, that's what they got to do. Me, see, You know, I got my own situation, and everybody's situation is different, but you gotta figure out your situation, how you can move around and still be a man and still, you know, be the man for your girl. But for me, you know, like, I have my way. Like you said, I'll take my girl. We go on a few trips before I go, maybe 1 or 2. Then I'll do my thing. That's why I said some of you guys, it might be better for you to go once a year. Get a yearly pass once a year and explore these countries. But be caution, you might come back and leave your bitch. So be careful.
That reminds me of my boy JR. That whole Colombia trip. That shit set off the what is it? The domino effect with his life.
That's why I told you. I said for him, for the other dude you had there, I don't remember his name, the tall one, like kind of like goofy.
C.
Yeah, I like him though. He's a cool guy.
He was laid back. He was cool.
But he was kind of goofy. But and your other cousin. They needed Sasua. They wasn't ready for Colombia yet. They needed Sasua. You know, you have to crawl before you walk.
Yeah.
We crawled in Sasua. We crawled in Sasua and Santo Domingo first before we went to Colombia. Now I done did Colombia. Now I'm going to Thailand.
I'm gonna take it a step further, bro. I was slaying bitches out here off Backpage, bro. That gave me the etiquette. That gave me the experience.
But you know, let's just be real. Like, what are the bitches looking like off Backpage? A good 7, maybe you might catch an 8.
Hold on,
you're fucking 10s.
We're talking.
In Colombia,
we're talking
bro.
the 2010s. We're talking late 2000s, early 2010s.
Are they comparable to the Colombian bitches? Don't fight it. It's okay.
No. But here's my problem with the bitches in Colombia. I don't like all that fake BBL shit. If it's evenly proportioned and it's fake, fine. And I can't tell, that's fine. But a lot of these bitches out there, you can tell when these bitches have surgery. Their nipples look disgusting.
Okay, so when we went, did you have that issue?
When we went,
No.
And if they had, I don't think I would be able to tell. But let me get to my point. This is back then, late 2000s, early 2010s. I wasn't traveling. And Backpage, I was getting bitches. As a matter of fact, I fucked some model bitches that were in hip hop videos back then off of Backpage. So to me, I was like,
play to share a name?
What happened?
You play to share a name?
Do I say what?
Would you like to share a name, buddy?
Absolutely not. No. No. But back then, when Backpage was popping, a lot of bitches were on that shit. There wasn't no social media, so you were getting bad bitches. Bitches that wouldn't talk to you if you were walking and you saw them on the block. But anyway, that experience gave me the experience, the etiquette for where I'm at out there. It's totally completely different when you go out there. But these guys that I'm talking about, they didn't even have that kind of experience. That's the point that I'm making. So when they went, you're right, they skipped a step. They skipped Sasua and they went straight to Colombia. Is it my fault? I guess, maybe, but it's not my fault because if you're not traveling, that's not on me.
It is your fault. I'm gonna say it's your fault because at the end of the day, these are guys that are close to you. I'm speaking about your family, and the first thing you should have put them on is
no.
I know
Stop.
at least one of them. Hold on, I know at least one of them have experience with Backpage. Don't say they don't.
They don't.
None of them at all.
Junior, Junior, never. He'll tell you. As a matter of fact, I think he maybe got 1 or 2 in his life off Backpage, and I was there for at least one of them.
That's what I'm saying. He has experience, but does he have experience with just fucking random bitches?
No, not like
you
that.
ever hang out or anything? Well,
not like that, no.
But either it doesn't matter. At the end of the day, I think once you go to Sasua, because you can fuck Backpage hoes all you want. You're doing that in the comfort of your home majority of the time, if that's what you choose. Now, if you're a little more crazier, you'll go and do an in-call. That's more like going towards the Sasua level because it's driving you.
They coming to you.
No, in-call, you going to them. You know.
Oh, yeah,
so
man, my bad, I'm bugging.
It's kind of bringing you up to like, oh, shit. You know,
the anticipation.
Yeah, anticipation. Just like it is in Sasua. Like, you land, once you land, you know what's up. Once you get on that strip, you know what's up.
Oh, I missed the strip, bro.
I'll be back there.
I fucking miss it.
I'll be back there in 2 months.
I fucking miss it. But no, it's not my fault because it's not. Since our trip, the first trip that you took me on in Santo Domingo, I was coming back. And I'm put this on my mother. I was coming back and I was telling them, yo, we gotta go. We gotta go. They wouldn't fucking budge.
Question. Did I tell you that stuff? I told you. You should bring them to Sasua first.
Yeah, I knew this. But here's my thing. One, I only talk about Junior, not my other cousin, because he's more private. Junior, he's open. He don't care. At that time, his girl knew about Sasua. She knew about the Dominican Republic. So if he even brought up, yo, I'm going to the Dominican Republic, he wasn't gonna hear the end of it. So I was like, you know what? I want to go to Colombia and switch it up. So how about you tell her we're going to Colombia and we'll actually go and we're gonna do whatever. And he told her,
And she fell for it.
and she fell for it. And little did she know, little did he know, little did I know, that shit was gonna turn his life upside down.
He's like, oh, we're not going to Sin City. We're going to Magic City. The fuck?
Oh man, it's crazy, bro. The choices we make in life, how shit.
I mean, you know what? Everybody gets caught up in some shit, you know.
That's absolutely.
Junior, he's probably out of the game right now, you know. He doesn't have to worry about spending the money on traveling. We're still spending money traveling. We still spending money mongering.
I'd rather, for me personally, I'd rather be a mongerer. I don't see myself getting in a relationship, what's the word? A loyal, devoted, committed relationship. I don't see myself doing that again. I really don't. I'd rather travel, fuck bitches along the way, and keep it pushing, bro. That's just where I'm at. I can't do it. I can't see myself having to talk to a female and like ask her permission. Oh, I'm gonna go to DR with my boy Swag. Oh, where you going? Who you gonna be with? What you gonna be doing? I can't be doing it. I can't.
Yeah, that shit is.
I can't see myself.
Birds. I ain't gonna lie.
I'm a grown man.
Like, I don't have to go through it like that, but it's just, you can see the difference in the change of the attitude.
Yeah. Oh, where you going? Let me tell you something right now. Earlier today, I love that snap that shit does when you open up a can of beer. My coworker, he owns a pizzeria. So he's always constantly telling me, yo, pull up. So I don't have my son tonight. So I wake up, I do my errands, I wake up, I go to sleep, I wake up, about 7 o'clock. And I'm like, I'm fucking hungry. What should I get to eat? And then I'm like, wait, let me go to the pizzeria. It's only a couple bus stops away on the bus. So I get on the bus, I go to his pizzeria, and he gives me food for free, whatever. And then he gives me a ride home when he closes the shop.
Nice.
So we right outside my crib. I'm about to walk out. His wife, starts calling. His wife is calling him. Where are you? What the fuck? Why is it taking you so long to get home? And he's like, I'm dropping off the exterminator for the pizza. He says, why he did that, I don't know. But he says, I'm dropping off the exterminator.
Because he didn't want to explain it, so.
But
who's this guy? Who's Nano? Who the fuck is that?
I hear you, and I understood. But my thing is this. I don't want to deal with none of that shit, bro. Having a woman, what's the quote? Women, you can't live with them, you can't live without them.
That's a lie. You can live without them because we listen, guys. We are the prize, bro. We can pay for pussy. We can go get pussy. We get pussy thrown at us. We get pussy given to us. They don't get the same thing we get. They just get dicks thrown at them every day.
Yeah.
But the difference between us and them, they're more emotionally attached. They when they have sex. We got some guys that's like that too, but not as bad as women. And they tend to tell us fuck you, so we get over it faster. But that's the problem, bro. That's the problem. Go ahead.
Nah, so that's just my whole point. Like, I cannot see myself getting back into some kind of relationship. Like, I'm not opposing it. If it happens, it happens. You can't control who you fall for. But I'm not out here looking for love and looking for that companion. I don't give a fuck. You know what my companionship is? Sasua. For them 20 minutes that bitch is with me, that's my companionship.
Yeah, but you know what, man? Like, it gets old, man. Like, all right, let me ask you a question. If you can get a bitch, right, that does exactly what you like, treat you the way you like, fucks you, sucks your dick on command. Sometimes she'll suck your dick and fuck you when she just get bored.
Right.
You gotta tell her no sometimes.
Yeah.
Travels, has money, spends money on you, gives you your space. But the only problem is every now and then she'll bitch and complain when you do go on these solo trips. How would you feel about that?
Like I said, I'm not actively looking for love or companionship. But if it happens,
that's what I'm saying. If it
happens,
if she checked all those boxes.
If she checked all the boxes for me, then yeah, I will be with her. If I'm with her, I probably wouldn't even do these trips. I will put the trips on pause because...
That's what I said, right? And I got a bitch that's perfect in my eyes as far as what I want out of my girl, right? Like sexually, financially, emotionally, everything. All this shit, But one thing that pisses me off is like when she knows I'm going anywhere. It's like, yo, all right, you can go. But her attitude or mood switches. And that's why I understand what you're saying. And this is why if we and her don't work out, I'm probably be single for a long time So maybe I'm like 60.
That's where I'm at in my life, because when I split up with my son's mother, we split up in 2018 officially. I haven't been in a relationship since 2018, a serious one at least, because I was dating after that, but it wasn't serious. I'm still like not in no mood for no relationship. My son's mother, she's like, oh, I think we should get back together. We should try to work on getting married. It's too late, man. You fucked up. I can't.
Nah,
it's
marriage,
too late.
I think marriage is done for in the time frame and where we living in now. The time, marriage is over.
Let me tell you,
it's not for a man at all. There's no benefit.
Today's society, no. The marriage, the benefits.
You got a bitch in the house that can cook and clean.
The benefits for a man getting married today has been exposed, and it's like if it's too much of a risk for a man to get married.
Too much for bro.
Too much of a risk.
It's so bad that she could literally cheat on you and still collect alimony.
Yeah.
She could say, "Fuck you, I'm done."
I think that's different though. I think if you have proof that she cheated,
yeah, you got proof.
That's crazy, right? You gotta have proof.
I mean, you gotta be spying, motherfucker. Take pictures and videos and text messages. That's too much energy. You might have a chance.
But I don't see myself doing none of it. I don't see myself getting back into it. Again, if it happens, it happens. It is what it is. But for right now, I'm chilling, bro. Like,
listen, guys, it's not worth it. Like, I'm taking from me. Like I said, I got a bitch that does everything sexually. I feel like I'm in Sisua at times, but it's not Sisua. It's not Colombia. It's not Thailand. It's not the Philippines. It's not Brazil. It's not Costa Rica. It's not Panama.
It's not Tijuana.
It's not Tijuana. It's not Canada either.
It's not Toronto. Yeah, I heard some things about Canada.
Yeah, like, and that might be just me. You know, I have a strong sexual appetite, so, and it's not like she doesn't fulfill it. It's just that I like it. I like a nasty hoe.
Another thing is,
I like a nasty bitch.
Another thing for me is I want to be able to do these trips, travel, and if I see a female that I want there in that country, I want to be able to have sex with that woman. I don't want to be on some, I got my girl with me, we traveling, we in Punta Cana, and I see a female, like, damn, son, she's bad. And I was like, I got this bitch with me.
It still doesn't matter. That's what I'm saying. I'm on the side of the fence where you're not at right now, right? My girl is with all the shits, but I don't want to do it with her.
Not every female is like your girl.
But as I say, I'm telling you from a perspective of a bitch that's actually doing all the things that we say we want. Oh, my girl's this way, my girl's that way. She do this. I'll stop going to these places, right? Yeah, I got all of that. But for me, it ain't the same. It's like, motherfucker, like, I want to be in the game. I'm Jordan. I don't want to be on the coach. I don't want to be on the sideline coaching.
So you proving my point right now. I really don't want to be in a relationship.
I'm not proving your point. I'm just saying, but I'm proving your point. But what I'm saying is, for me, it doesn't matter that she's doing all these things, because at the moment that I am in my life, I want to still do.
Cause you a dog, bro.
I'm a whore.
What did you say? Not everybody's meant for this life. Not everybody's a dog like us. You either got it in you or you don't.
Exactly.
You either got it in you or you don't. These guys, they'll dabble with it.
Nah, Junior got it in him. Junior got it in him. These guys, whoever stepped foot on those soils, they got it in them. Nah, we just fucking motherfuckers. We just soldiers at it. We just could keep it up longer. We could say, you know, we didn't get caught in the game in the beginning and say, fuck it, I'm done.
We got war stories. We got some battle wounds, bro.
We the motherfuckers that got, I've been to Iraq on 6 tours. You know, Julia went for 1. He went.
He had a couple battles.
We like, fuck it. We telling the wife and kids, I gotta go back. When we really don't. We just do it because we love the fucking drama. We love the action.
I really do, bro. I be watching these videos.
Look what we have. We can go right now 20 minutes away and go fuck the same type of bitches. But it's not the same because you're not on the same battlefield.
You're not in the same soil. Yeah.
That's what it is. They could bring that shit here. I done seen 4 or 5 bitches from Sisua here. It's not the same.
It's not the same, right?
It's a difference. Listen, all right, guys, let me just say something. Like, for me, it's not just going to these places and having sex. Like, I work every day. I work more than 40 hours a week. I would say I work close to 70 hours a week.
Okay.
So when I take these trips, mainly is for me to relax for cheap. I can go to a beach. I can get catered to. I can go to a club. I don't feel like the ugliest nigga in there no more. You know what I'm saying? And then on top of that, I could pick one of the prettiest woman in my that I ever seen in my life, in my eyes, for me. And I could do this with one of my brothers, or cousins, or friends, father.
You don't even have to, because you can meet guys out there with the same. Everybody is for the most part on the same level. Like we got the same mindset. We traveling to go chill.
Mm-hmm. Exactly, and this is why me and you have been in the game so long. You know. And I'm not gonna lie, out of everybody, you know, I'll talk shit and I'll say I birthed you and this shit, which I did.
Shut up.
You stuck around and you understood it more than anybody else have. Like you got motherfuckers jumping in, jumping out, jumping in, jumping out, but you understood it because you came from the era of when how it was when we first started. You know how the women were.
Oh my God. Yo,
bro,
there was no BBLs.
I went out there. My first trip to DR, I went out there with $300 for 2 weeks. I couldn't survive $300 in DR right now for one day.
That's crazy.
Right? Like 2 days is the max. You be fucked up.
Yeah.
You gotta eat nothing. Like you literally gotta find the cheapest food out there. You can do it for 3-4 days.
You can make it work. You can stretch your money, but you're gonna
got to stretch
sacrifice some pleasures.
Yeah. Hey, you might the first day I fuck, and then maybe the last day, you know, and that's about it. But you know, like it changed a lot, man. The game changed a lot.
You know something? When it comes to this shit, I'm loyal to the game, bro.
But listen, the game changed a lot when it comes to Sosua, Dominican Republic in general. This is why it's time for us to move on, brother.
You talking about Thailand?
Yeah, and I gotta go plant the seed first, as usual.
You mean you're gonna go drop the flag?
I'm gonna go drop the flag
Plant
first.
the flag, whatever.
You know, I'm gonna pave the way for us. It's time.
Yo,
that's for the young motherfuckers now.
Loco was showing me mad shit, cause you know me, I do my research. And when Loco was talking about it, I asked him about the blowjob bars in Thailand. Mm-hmm. He sent me mad. I was like, oh shit! He's sending me videos and links and websites. Mm-hmm. I was like, holy shit! This is the type of shit. This is the purpose of these groups, is networking. You got somebody that's got the experience that could put you on. Yo, go here, don't go there. Do this, don't do that. And then what I like about it, he tells you why or why not. I was like, yo, I fuck with him.
Mm-hmm. Loco's the man, yo. Like out of everybody, he's an OG for me. I'm an older guy too, but he's an OG. You know,
he's got the experience.
He has the experience.
He's got the right mindset and the attitude.
He has the right mindset, like you said, the right attitude, and he's a real brother. He knows how to keep people involved. He's a good spirit, man. And these are the type of dudes, when you guys do go on vacations, these are the type of dudes you want to get around, like us, like Loco, like Nano. Somebody that's going to give you information and hang out with you, too. Because you got a lot of motherfuckers it's a lot of bitch-ass niggas out there.
Yeah, my not to cut you off, but my brother, that trip that my brother went on with the coworkers, recently, he was like, yo, you set up a trip with mad cornballs. And he's, to his point, it was two that I could think of that's cornballs. It's like, why did you invite them? This is my reason why. Every man deserves to hear the gospel.
Listen.
Every man deserves to hear the gospel.
And just because they're a cornball to you don't make them a cornball to me. Everybody has a cornball ways in them, you know?
Oh, yeah.
So he could be, you know, this could be the way to bring him out as being a cornball. It's always about networking. Network. Somebody might look at us as cornballs. It's always levels to this shit, man.
Oh, let me explain a little. So what I normally call it spreading the gospel, I talk about this mongering shit. So when I say that, I say it to people at work and shit. Every man deserves to hear the gospel, but I'm really talking about shedding light to this mongering lifestyle. It's fucking dope, bro.
I'd rather be on a trip with a cornball than a fake ass thug. When I told you, like, my last trip to Sosua, I was on a plane and this brother was trying to fight another guy.
Oh yeah, you told me about that.
About a window seat. It blew my fucking mind. I thought I was a Karen, whatever. I wanted both them motherfuckers off the plane. I wanted them off, bro.
Those are the guys that you were talking about earlier that they never left the block.
Never. Well, one, you know, they both look like they never did, but it was crazy, bro. We already got deplaned. Now the second plane we go on, you motherfuckers trying to fight over a window seat. I get it. The person that had the window seat, yeah, you say what you gotta say, but you went straight to violence. You went straight to challenging this man's manhood. Like, you know what I'm saying? I think that's crazy. I don't want to be on vacation around motherfuckers like that.
Yeah.
You know what that person was? He was the guy that goes on a vacation, right? And he has 6 or 7 other friends. So I'm gonna be tough because I got 6 or 7 other niggas here that probably gonna help me fight you. Yeah, I seen the niggas that he was with. They were cornballs. But he made them feel like they wasn't. You know, so you have to watch who you bring on these trips too, guys. Like we always tell you guys what not to do in Sosua, what not to do in these other places. What you don't need to do before you leave is don't bring motherfuckers that get drunk and get violent, get stupid, get, you know, don't have their priorities in order, not responsible. You have to really, really, really do a background check on these motherfuckers. You have to take a while. Mm-hmm. Like I said, you, out of everybody I bought there, you was probably really the only one that panned out. And I bought at least 6 people. Fire. That panned out to understanding this shit. You know, I'm not going to say I bought you when I was a rookie. You know, I'm going to keep it real. Mm-hmm. But we understood it. We understood the shit. And look, we still going strong. Facts. You know, I remember when they didn't take the fucking... what dollar they didn't take over the euros like that. Actually, they did.
They didn't take euros?
Yeah, they took euros. They were more than us. Way more. Now we catching up.
Really?
But shout out to Canada. They don't take Canadian fucking money for nothing. You know that, right?
No.
Some places, the restaurants will, but the exchange is insane. I ran into some dudes from Canada. Uh-huh. They have to go to JFK, exchange Canadian money to American money just to have. That's like losing money.
They can't they just exchange it back home? I don't get it.
Well, that's what they told me they did.
Wow. They had a connecting flight. I'm assuming they had a connecting flight, so that's why they did that. Yeah, that's fucking crazy. I was just about to say, I gotta appreciate, thank God I was born in this fucking country, because that U.S. passport, that U.S. birth certificate has a lot of benefits, bro. It
used to mean a lot more.
Oh, absolutely.
Now, like you said, we got cornballs, man. And there's some cornballs that shouldn't go.
It's cornballs, but it's also what you said. No, you didn't say this, but you said this before. Pookies and Ray Rays.
Yeah, I put them in there with the cornball category.
Yeah. People that shouldn't be going.
You know what I'm saying? Those are the type of niggas that get beat up over there, get stabbed up, get shot. Don't call them motherfuckers because they lost. They don't have no money. You know what I'm saying? Listen, we all been there where you having a little too much fun. But this is where you gotta have different type of minds around you that will help you. That will say, damn, all right, you ain't got it, I got you, right? Because I know sometimes, you know, I might be fucked up and I might not have it. I need you to hold me down. Yo, you need, damn, I'm not going to leave you here. You need those type of minds. You got to watch who you go with, because there's some motherfuckers that will leave you stranded.
Yeah.
I've heard stories, I've seen things. I've seen motherfuckers leave people stranded. I ran into one guy, for example, when I was in Sosua, maybe last Halloween.
Okay.
Older guy, maybe like 65. Good shape, you know, black. Niggas be looking young, but he's 65.
Yeah.
So he's with his boy. His boy, rookie. You know, a lot of people are old, they rookies too. He's walking outside the hotel, and he's bringing all his shit with him. Money, passport, everything. Lost his passport.
Why?
Everybody that was with him left him. Said, yo, we gotta leave you, bro. He left him in DR. His only one homie stayed with him. He said, I'm not leaving you till we find your shit. Or we gonna go to the U.S. consul or whatever and go get your shit. 2 days later, they found me again. He said, I found it, bro.
Wow.
You know, his only guy stayed with me. I bought them food. They didn't have money. They was there on their last dollar. Bought them food. You know, Flips. Shout out to Flips.
Was this when we went?
Nah, you wasn't there this time.
Because remember when we went, there was these 2 guys and one of them lost his passport?
Not that guy. Yeah, I know who you're talking about.
Then that happens more often than I think. Then that's crazy.
A lot. I know what you're talking about. This happened recently.
Wow.
Bro,
yo,
insane.
For those listening, if you travel, leave your fucking passport in your hotel room in the safe. What you can do is either take a picture of it, or what they used to do is make a photocopy of the passport and walk around with that, if you really feel like you need some identification.
Or if you're OG like us and you got more than one passport because they expired and you got to get a new one, carry the older one with you too.
You do that?
No, I don't. But if you really want to be the motherfucker to carry a passport around, like, you know, they have all types of shit. You know,
I just bring my driver's license. And
I don't bring none of that shit with me. I leave it all in my room.
I bring for some reason, just in case they want to card me for whatever. Like, I got here's my ID.
I wish a motherfucker would card me. I'll show them Abraham Lincoln.
You know, like the police too. Even though the police know you're a tourist, still here. Look, this is who I am. Here, I don't know. I have my driver's license. I don't know.
They fuck around and take you to Haiti. That's where you Haitian just to fuck you over.
Yeah.
I seen a YouTuber, they did that too. TikTok guy, YouTube or whatever. They took his ass over to Haiti.
The good thing about that group that went in is it.
Yeah, let's talk about that.
Hold on. Every time I go out there, I come back with a list. I add more women on the list that I want to get to. And the good thing about the group is they be showing mad flavors. Like you got mad options. And a lot of them, they made it on my list. Let's say I went there January 2023. Oh man, I was on the strip and I met two females that I didn't get to touch because I was so busy trying to fuck all these other girls. So now they get added to the list. And then I go back, I don't know, July 2023. And then I think I'm going to have those 2 girls. If you make it your mission to have those 2 girls from the last trip, you could do it. But sometimes what happens is...
Good luck with that.
Sometimes what happens is you see other girls that's in your face like, damn, son, she's bad. I'll hit that one later.
It's like going to a buffet and you came back just to get the fucking chicken. That was that good, and you're like, I want to get the chicken, and I want to get the.
It's so much, bro.
But you go to the buffet, and before you get to the chicken, there's 1,000 shit that you never even tried, and there's steaks, there's all types of shit. That's what Sasua is. Like you have to really, really, really lock in, you know, to really want. Like I improved. You know, I was bad at this shit. I improved. My last trip, I hit at least 2 of them that I kept playing with.
When we went in what was it, June or July of 22?
That was July.
That was your first time in a long time. How many years has it been?
I don't know. Since then, I don't know.
Over 10 years?
Honestly, probably maybe like 6.
Okay.
DR period or manga and shit?
Just mongering.
Probably more than 10, yeah.
So,
you know,
wow.
Life shut down for me. I'm gonna say no. You said 2020 what?
We went
2022.
22. I know we
went.
went.
It was like 11 years because I went right before my daughter was born. My daughter was born in 2010.
Okay.
So I went in like 09, maybe. I think I went 10. You know what I'm saying?
Hold up. Your daughter was born in 20. We went in 2010.
That's what I'm saying. That's the last time I went.
So that was the last trip. Holy shit.
Mongering shit.
Yeah, you know, of course. Yeah, when you travel with your woman.
After that, yeah.
Yeah, but that doesn't count because it's not mongering.
Well, it almost counted because I was at the beach and I got some pussy thrown at me.
It don't fucking count.
And this bitch was bad. I was in Punta Cana. I'm sorry, Puerto Plata. And
so I know we went in 22. You and I went in September, but before that, did we go June or July?
I think we went in July.
Okay, so let's just say July. Let's just agree July. That was your first time in over 10 years.
Over 10 years. I was a nervous bitch, too.
Yeah. It was crazy for me to see you like that because remember the last time we was out there, you was the pro, I was the newbie, and now here, so many years later, I'm not going to say I'm the pro, but I'm seasoned. By this time, I'm seasoned.
Yeah.
And I see you, I'm like, yo, what the fuck? He act like he don't know.
Right? I'm not moving right, yo. It was, it was so much shit going through my mind. Like, am I gonna catch something? Does she got anything? I was having a bitch come to the house. Bitch was taller than me.
Yeah.
Listen, it was. But I'm back. I'm back to full strength.
Sometimes you need that.
But even now, like it's just me for myself. I've matured over the years to a different person, to a different man, and sometimes I have to go back and understand like where I'm at and what I'm doing to get into that mindset because I'm so different now when it comes to my health. And, this is real. Like, you only take one chance, one time, and you fucked. So that's what kind of fucks me over at first. After like 2-3 days, I'm back on some fuck it. I'm with it. I'm not fucking things raw, not like that, but I'm more relaxed.
Yeah.
I'm more not thinking, second guessing. You know, I'm with it. Like, fuck it. Beating that shit up. That's it. But yeah, I was fucked up.
That trip, we took one of my coworkers.
That was a very good trip, by the way.
With the other two?
Yeah, the first one I went on, that was a very good trip. I enjoyed it with them guys, you know.
Even that fucking idiot that was annoying me?
He was all right. He was actually not that bad. You know, I think we really was slowing him down a little bit.
He kept pissing me off.
But he was overzealous. He was overzealous. Like, he was really, really, really hype. and he had the funds, and that's what it was. He wanted to spin, but he didn't know how to be respectful with it. You know, he was trying to fuck everything that was walking.
His first day, he fucked 10 girls. 10 girls in one day is crazy, bro.
Yeah, but see, he wasn't really fucking them like that. He was just fucking them and not coming. You
think so?
Bust a nut. No, motherfucker. Zula, what's her name? Zula tore his ass up. That's why I tried Zula. And that bitch, if he fucked her and could fuck somebody after that, he's the man. That's how I know he lying. Because that bitch is no joke, bro.
Yeah.
Listen.
Yeah, that bitch was stacked.
I'm a mongerer, bro. And I've done shit. I do rounds, bro. That bitch is a fucking monster.
You know what's crazy? You follow her on Instagram.
Got her everywhere. That's my baby.
Oh, you got her on all the social media platforms? You look at her social media. I follow her on Instagram because of you. You look at her Instagram, she don't look like no hoe bitch, bro. She look like a regular ass chick.
Listen, man. On Instagram, that don't even do it justice. That bitch is gorgeous.
She's bad.
Naked, even better.
She is fucking bad, son.
She got the fat pussy lips too, like you know the thick ones that cover the clit. You gotta move it out the way.
Yeah.
She got one of them motherfuckers. But she throw that ass back hard, bro.
There's some women that got the curtains right there, and there's some women that is so fat it goes around the curtains.
She got a moose knuckle.
Yeah, moose knuckle, moose knuckle,
monkey lips, moose knuckle, whatever.
Moose knuckle. Yeah.
Shit, that was one of the best ones I had in my life.
I had a
few. She got nice skin, nice teeth. She smelled excellent. She got like tiger stripes on her ass too. I like that.
Oh, I love that. The stretch marks.
Oh yeah, nice, bro.
Fuck.
I hit her up every time I go there, but she's like, "Yo, I'm in Santo Domingo."
Oh, so that's where you gotta go, bro.
We gotta go back to Santo
I gotta go back home.
That's what you know. That's what we was born.
That's where my birth certificate is out there, Santo Domingo. It's crazy because for me, Sosua is home, but in reality, Santo Domingo is where my home is.
Like I tell people, Sosua is like you know, listen, Sosua is unique. Sosua is very unique because you have everything right in the short.
It's handed to you.
You got the beach, you got pools, you got Airbnbs, you got restaurants, you got everything. You got all this, the clubs, the casino. You got all that in Santo Domingo also, but
it's stretched out.
It's stretched out. But
Spread
the women are more beautiful.
The more quality women. And if I'm being honest, you could actually find a girl there if you really wanted a regular relationship.
I don't know about that.
No, yeah.
I look at it this way. If you're not totally into the culture of a Dominican Republic people, Dominicans, or Colombians, wherever you go, you need to dive deep into their culture.
Yes, you do.
You need to understand everything that they're saying. You need to be a part of that shit. Because if you're lacking, you're going to be slacking. I don't give a fuck what nobody says. I don't care. I've been doing this long enough to understand that if you don't speak Spanish fluently, if you're not into that culture, if you're not living there, it doesn't make sense for you to be with them.
How's your Spanish?
I would say 30 to 40%.
Can we have a conversation or you?
Let's try.
All right. ¿Cómo estás?
Come on.
No,
let's get past the bullshit. All right. ¿Cómo estás?
¿Cómo estás?
Bien, ¿tú?
Bien, muy bien. ¿Tú quieres ir a comer?
You want me to answer in Spanish?
Answer in Spanish. Everything in Spanish. Let's take it there.
Pollo and papas fritas.
Espérate. ¿Tú quieres comer? ¿Sí o no?
Did I eat?
¿Tú quieres comer? ¿Sí o no?
Yeah, sí, motherfucker.
¿Qué tú quieres comer?
Pollo and papas fritas, right? You asked me what did I eat, right?
Yeah.
Okay. I might not explain it right. You know, I said 30-40%. Go ahead.
You know the basics.
All right, let's stop that shit now. I'm drinking. But when it comes to certain, my Spanish 30-40% is when it comes to certain things. Like, you know, I could get myself home, shelter, food, pussy, airport, taxi, water, beer, you know.
What this motherfucker said? Pollo leg? Bugs Bunny?
Yeah. That motherfucker said no Bugs Bunny.
Yo, when we went with him, I was thinking about this the other day. He had the police there.
Yeah, the girl called. He called the girl. He called the police on the girl. He thought she stole his money, but he hid it from her or anybody, and he wound up hiding it from himself.
Stupid.
called me to the fucking room, fuck my pussy up, just to find the money later.
Yo, that was crazy. You think they still got the whorehouses over there?
I don't know, man. There's only one way to know.
I was talking. Who the fuck I was talking to? They was like, nah, they don't got whorehouses there no more. But I'm pretty sure they do. I know in Punta Cana they got the whorehouses.
Yeah,
in Santo,
these Punta Cana. That's for the fucking YouTube mongerers. They're paying $200 a pop there, and it's actually well worth it, I think, because
those are bad bitches there.
They're bad as fuck, and they coming from Colombia. They coming from all over the place.
I wouldn't mind going to Punta Cana, but see,
I go for 2 days.
You have to go with the mindset, yo, I'm gonna spend bread. If you go trying to penny pinch, you're not gonna have a good time.
You're not at all. And this is what's happening. But this is why we have to have our conversations, and this is why we got to fight back, guys, because we're losing to these bitches and these motherfuckers that's coming over there that's overspending because they got it. Like, it doesn't matter if you got it. That don't mean. Listen, this motherfucker's here that's poor. You don't help out. Just because you got it don't mean you got to spend it. Listen, go by the normal price. You don't go to fucking a restaurant and they tell you, hey, your bill is $350. And you say, really? Where's $900? Fuck it. Make me that steak better. No, you don't do that shit. You pay the price. You might leave a little tip here and there, a little big tip. But you don't fucking overpay just to make yourself look better. And that's the problem I think we have in this country. And it's mostly Americans that's doing that shit, you know, especially Hispanic and Black Americans. And I don't really want to say too much Hispanic because I don't really see too many Hispanic people going to DR. It's mostly Black and white.
You know, they are going, but maybe your eyes is not open to it. So when you see them, you don't like when you see a black person, you probably like, oh, yeah, you know what he's going for. And then when you see a Spanish person, I
don't see any Spanish people going.
No,
have you?
I've seen,
I'm
talking
about the numbers that we got, bro.
But this is what I'm saying. This is what I'm trying to say. Like, well, I've seen. I usually take JetBlue to Sewell or whatever, and on those flights, I've seen either Black American, I've seen couples, or I've seen what I assume are Dominicans
going back home.
And that's what I'm saying. Like, you see the
There's so many Black people. They call it Jet Black.
Really?
Yeah, you know that, right?
No,
they don't call it Jet Blue. They call it Jet Black. The Dominicans over there, they talk shit.
Really?
Yeah, it's crazy. And I always say, y'all talk shit about people that's actually helping.
They spending money in your country, the economy. Yeah. Now, if you have a problem with that, you got to talk to your Congress people or whoever to change the laws.
No, but it's the people. For me, I think it's just the people that you actually benefiting off of it.
Yeah.
Like, but down to your JetBlue job. You're benefiting it, you know. No, it wasn't. Nobody said shit when white people was doing this for years.
Yeah. See, the thing is, white people do it, and they don't say a fucking peep.
But when Black people start doing this, like, I want to talk shit. I want to crack jokes. Man, you know, is that in actuality, that your sister, your cousin, your mom, whoever the fuck, is straight benefiting from it. They're going and getting money and they're bringing it back and giving it to you. Yeah. They built the house that they bought the car. They was able to get the suit that you needed to get on that interview. Yeah. You know, and I'm not going to say everybody's innocent and perfect, but, you know, a lot of the Black dudes that's going in, just going in for a good time. We don't go out looking for them. They come to us. Baby. You bring them to us. Baby. You bring your own girlfriend to us, your cousins.
Your wife.
You bring them.
Your daughter.
Yeah. You bring them. So don't get mad. Like, we're men. Of course we want some pussy. You can go to China and do that and bring Dominican girls. They're going to pay for it.
Yeah. Yo, you talking about China. Fucking, I had my first Chinese bitch in Roosevelt. And then just talking to local, he put that battery in my back that I want to go to Thailand and experience these Asian bitches, bro. Asian bitches got good pussy, I'm telling you.
I need you to figure this shit out because April, come on, bro.
I want to go. Mm-hmm. That shit look crazy. Bro.
And it's fucking. I saw it when you looked at the baht compared to the American dollar. You was like, what the fuck?
Yo, it was crazy. The money can go far, bro. The money can go far.
The money that we actually bring to DR, the Sasua,
will take you further. 10 times further out there, yeah.
And this is what I'm telling the girls in Sasua. Listen, you can be replaced faster than you can replace me. There's always gonna be a me.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? But
for every one of me, there's 10 of you.
Exactly. Actually, I would say 100. Fuck 10. 100. You can literally get 100 girls in DR if you want it.
And these bitches get old, and you can see it in the group that we're in. These bitches, the older ones, they're phasing out, and the younger ones, like there's younger ones added.
And I love the older ones because you know why?
They're
you
seasoned.
Get more. They seasoned. You get more. They know what they better do to keep you around. Like what's that one girl in the group, the thick one that just had the baby?
Working. We call her Working because that's the shit.
You know what I'm talking about.
I know who you're talking about.
Lovely, big ass, big titties, face not all that. But I heard her services were excellent.
Yeah. I know exactly
I
who you're
definitely
talking
want to try her out.
about. Yeah. That's this girl's Vanessa's friend. Yeah.
Oh, yeah, right.
Yeah.
And I had a chance to have Vanessa.
And Vanessa's old too.
She's about my age. That's
Bro,
old.
she's
That's
old
for out there, by the way.
She's
guys.
old.
So I'm 38, just to put that out there. That's old for fucking DR with the women.
These bitches come in the game, honestly, illegally, 14, 15, 16, maybe even younger, I don't know. But they supposed to come in legally at 18. By the time they 25, they getting up there.
And I'm going to tell you something, bro. This is why I need you to go. By next year, please, we got to get it together. By next year, we got to take another trip, but you have to go in October. Man, listen.
Okay, I know what you're talking about.
I was getting bitches. Sorry. I was getting bitches that was old, young, everything. When I say young guys, over 21. Like,
Okay.
you know what I'm saying? Like 21 and older. But old to me is like 42 in DR. I had an old bitch. Like, she had to be at least 44. Nice ass. She was like, you could do whatever. You could fuck me in my ass. I'll suck your balls. Yeah, it was hard to turn her down. But it was so many other bitches there. I had to turn her down. But October, guys. Listen, by the way, guys, before we get out of here, if you guys are listening and you are planning on taking a trip to DR, I will be out there from October 18th to the 28th. If you guys are listening, leave a comment and I'll leave my information, or Nano will leave his information or mine for me. And we can link up in DR, and I could hang out with you guys for a few days or a day or two, whatever you want. I can show you around. I can help you get, you know, some good quality women that gives you good quality service. There's a lot of women out there that you might not get good quality service from, okay? So if you guys need a little help, let me know. I'm your guy. This is Swagger.
Well, ladies and gentlemen, that's all. If you'd like to get in contact with us, you can reach us. I always fuck this part up. In the description of this episode will be the link. Linktree/chat circus. I'm Nano. This is my good friend Swagger. And this is the Chat Circus. Thank you.
Shout out to the babysitter.